Recorded Books and RB Digital present Another Woman's Man by Shelly Ellis, narrated by Lynnette R. Freeman. Chapter 1. Unwritten Rule Number 5 of the Gibbons Family Handbook. Family always comes first, while men come somewhere between shoes and handbags. He's amazing. I know. Isn't he brilliant? The show was wonderful. Just wonderful. If they only knew, Dawn Gibbons thought, as she glanced around the crowded gallery. She looked at the people strolling throughout the exhibition space, at the couples who stared at the canvases on the exposed brick walls, and nodded in appreciation. And she wanted to give herself a toast. She hadn't thought she would be able to pull this off, considering the limited amount of time she had to organize this exhibition, considering how much arm twisting she had to do to get tonight's featured artist to just pick up a paintbrush and paint something. But she had done it. Despite all the obstacles she had faced, tonight had been a resounding success. Dawn didn't toast herself, but she downed what was left of her Moet and Chandon, and smiled. "Great work, darling," said Percy, the gallery's owner, in his British accent, as he sailed toward her. He was wearing a leather jacket and faded jeans today, an outfit that was much too young for a man his age. His thinning gray hair was pulled back with a rubber band, leaving a knobby stub of hair at the end. The 3 top buttons of his silk shirt were open, revealing the wiry hairs on his pale chest. He wrapped a skinny arm around Dawn's waist and gave her an affectionate squeeze. "Thanks, Percy." She wrinkled her nose at the overpowering smell of his cologne and nodded. "It did turn out well, didn't it?" "You should go somewhere after the show and celebrate, darling," he whispered, warmly, as he leaned toward her ear. The smell of his cologne became 5 times stronger. The heat of his breath on her cheek almost singed her. "Maybe you'll finally let me take you out to dinner." His hand descended from her waist to her ass. He petted it gently, like he would a purring kitten, and winked one of his blue eyes at her. "What do you say?" "Oh, you don't have to do that." She slowly removed Percy's hand from her bottom. "But thank you for the offer." Percy was one of the few rich men in Dawn's social circle whom she hadn't dated, and quite frankly, she didn't have any plans to ever date him. He was her boss. Her art and her work as a gallery director were more important to her. Unfortunately, Percy wasn't accustomed to women turning him down, which probably made him even more eager to get her to dinner and finally get into her pants. She was a challenge to him now, the Mount Everest that he had yet to climb, but she desperately wished he would take his mountain boots and pick and climb somewhere else. "I should go around the room and mingle." Dawn patted his arm soothingly, hoping to soften the blow of her rejection. "You know, make sure everyone is enjoying themselves and, more importantly, buying the artwork." Yes, of course, darling." His smile tightened, barely masking his disappointment. Mingo. Don't let me keep you." She turned and walked away, handing off her empty glass to one of the waiters who strolled around the room with lucite trays covered with hors d'oeuvres and champagne glasses. Her sister Lauren's restaurant, Les Bayous Bleus, was catering the event with the Southern-style, high-end cuisine that all the patrons couldn't seem to get enough of. In fact, she heard whispers from the staff that they were dangerously close to running out of food. Lauren couldn't be here tonight, herself to
Sample complete. Ready to continue?